Shimonim, actually mother at the time. I, they are serious about the independence of Korea. For 100 years ago, for the liberation of her homeland, my maternal grandmother waved the Korean flag that she had hidden in her bosom. Now, for the liberation of our global family's homeland, we must raise the heavenly parent flag that we have hidden in our bosom. Just like her, we must passionately live for God's kingdom of Cheongguk. So, so this book was written 2019, maybe 100 years later, from the 1919, right? So the theme of her book or the theme that she has is the liberation. No, so she was talking about the liberation of Korea, but fundamentally, or that what she wanted to say is that we have to be liberated and come back to God, right? Uh, our homeland is the God's homeland, and that is our goal. Uh, we have to be, we want to be liberated from the Satan's dominion, Satan's yoke, be free from Satan, then come back to God. So that's that's how that's why how she's been walking. The devoted her entire life, of course, to Father's life, from the beginning to the end. Right? So he lived for the purpose. The true mother is living that kind of life, very serious, passionate for that. All right. So then, today's title is, do you really want to be liberated from the Satan? When we read this, we read lots of stuff in the Bible. This is just one part, how people struggle on the journey to be liberated. Then so they, this is Israelites, right? And maybe let's read. This is Numbers 11. The Israelites, right? Yeah, the Israelites started waiting and said, if only we had meat to eat. We remember the fish we ate in Egypt at no cost. Also, the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic. But now we have lost our appetite. We never see anything but this manna. That's, they complained a lot. You know that, right? It's the one part of it. So they are complaining about food, they are only, at that time, eating only manna, uh, I never saw the real manna, but maybe taste boring food every day. So after that, so God gave them the 12. Then now they got meat to eat, birds, small birds. But they kept complaining, right? Complaining. Then this is Numbers 14. Why is the Lord bringing us to this land only to let us fall by the sword? They are facing the enemy. Our wives and children will be taken plunder. Wouldn't it be better for us to go back to Egypt? They go back to Egypt and become a slave again. And they said to each other, we should choose a leader and go back to Egypt. Right? They wanted to go back to Egypt. going back to the Egypt means like they want to be a slave again, right? So then Moses and Aaron fell face down in front of the whole Israelites assembly gathered there. So like Moses and Aaron, as their leader, then they are begging, please calm down and we have to keep going, whatever. They are begging, they're begging. The leaders are begging to their people. Then, but God got so upset, right? You know, God, the Lord, the Lord said to Moses, "How long will these people treat me with contempt? How long will they refuse to believe in me, in spite of all the signs I have performed among them? I will strike them down with the plague and destroy them." So God was saying like that. Then Moses have to comfort God, then, try to calm him down. That's that kind of story, right? A lot of story like that, you know. God got upset. I mean, so he was serious about freeing his people from Egypt, and then guide them back to Canaan, their homeland, right? So of course, this is a Old Testament age. They're talking about external liberation from being slave in Egypt and going back to their hometown, Canaan. But same out true mothers, the memoir. This the meaning of this liberation from Satan. We are all slave, by Satan, deceived by him. We have been deceived, as Bible said. Then we don't know what to do. Then we just suffer all the time. All the time we suffer, right? Conflict, killing each other, wars, and we don't trust each other. We are not like God's children. We are not like God's children. We are not human beings God created. And, we are just, Satan's children. Uh, right? So God was serious to save us. And so he gave us, lots of prophets and the leaders, right? We know those kind of stories, you know. Then we are on the journey. We are on the journey. Then, so, how much we want to be liberated. Right, this is the elephant, chain, right? Chained elephant. What is the message of this? Right, that this big elephant was chained, Then so I mean, this elephant, so be a chain basically, right? That the point of this picture. What do you think? Don't you think that chain is so little, tiny chain, huge elephant, the leg is so huge, and the chain is so little, so small, right? That the elephant could break it. That's pretty easy, basically. And if we think about elephant's power, what kind of power he has, if he wants to break the chain, he can do that. But the elephant, they never do. They never do. Because like they were chained from the beginning. When they were small, weak, in the chain, no? Then with chain, then the elephant grew up. Maybe in the beginning they wanted to escape, right? Because nobody likes chain, My dog doesn't like any kind of chains or each had to free my dog, even though she messed, that making a lot of mess in the house, right? But anyway, that's an elephant. Those elephants, like when they were already small, still small, then the chain. Then with chain, then the elephant grew up. They try to escape, probably in the beginning so hard, because nobody likes chained and be free and try it so hard so many times, then it didn't work, right? Then they had to give up, gave up. The elephant gave up. They're still growing, growing, then they become like a powerful enough to break the chain, actually. But they don't have the desire to do it. This elephant, he cannot think that way, breaking the chain and be free. They don't have the idea, you know. They lost it already. They lost that kind of idea. They lost that kind of desire. And they are satisfied by living with the chain. Then the elephant thing, that is their life. That is their life, with the chain. And then just limited area, then they move around and they eat and sleep. So that's why that chain, this very small chain that works, because they don't try to break it. They never try to break it. They don't have that kind of idea, right? They don't. So they don't know what kind of situation they have. They don't know. If they want to, then they can break it, but just they don't want. I mean, they have no desire to do it, right? So that's what this picture is saying. Um, then of course, that when we think about ourselves, how much we want to be free, how much we want to be liberated from the devil, right? I think that is a really good question. Do we really want to be the real man, real woman? I mean, I have been talking about this, how to let's become the true human. I want to be the true man, true myself or not? Do you want to be the true yourself? No, original yourself that God created, right? Then sometimes I don't know how much desire I have, or how passionate, you know, how passionate and excited because we can do it now, right? I mean, now, right? Maybe like then up until today, maybe we have faith, we could be saved, or even though we don't really get it, for such a long time, you know. Actually, we never had a real hope for that, right? Up until today. I mean, today we have, that if we are with the Lord, then our faith will be deepened. Yeah, you know, then it's like we truly think we can gain that, um, you know, that the relationship with God. I am yours. I mean, you want to say, do you want to say I am yours, and then that you are mine? That kind of relationship, right? Without true parenting, we can't do that. I mean, of course, we've hoped it, and sometimes we may feel it, but without our true parents, that the true man and woman there, right there with us, right? So they are like that. They are. They are human beings who fulfilled it, right? So they are asking us to be like them. They are asking us to be the true son of God, the true daughter of God, And we know that. We know we can make it, We know. Well, I hope you know. I hope you have a faith in that, right? But that's a really good question, actually, don't you think? If that is true, if that is happening really, you can be a true child of God, then a free, right? You are not free yet, right? Don't you think? Even you living in the America, the land of freedom, maybe this is the best place to live. Maybe, that's the amazing, already like the, amazing culture is here. However, when you look at yourself, look at myself, I'm not free. Divine principle is talking about, the true freedom. What is the true freedom? My original mind is free, you know, I'm not. Because like that's so kind of horrible, ridiculous ideas coming in, desire is coming in, which is not God, which is not my original mind. So I have to always battle, you know, within myself. And you too, right? We have a battle within. Why we have to have that kind of conflict or battle within myself because of the fall. Very simple answer. We are not real. Okay, so I am not yet the real myself, but I want to be. I want to be free, and then my desire is always resonating with the gods, and I don't have to worry about what kind of desire I have. I don't need to worry about what kind of thinking I have. Is that good or bad? Is that selfish or what? Then we have to basically struggle. If we are a good man or woman, if you are a righteous man or woman, then you struggle, right? You know, yeah. If you have no struggle, okay. If you don't struggle, that's strange. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you are not perfect yet. So, we basically, we struggle because we are good people. Yeah. We want to be better, right? That's why we struggle. That's natural. But I hope I don't have to struggle. I want to be free. Yeah. Like sometimes you see, right, true father, so he sometimes becomes so free that in front of the people, the dancing in front of their VIPs. Sometimes he hits somebody in the head, during the talking, So he can do that, then somehow, of course, like, I don't know, but I always like envy, oh, that's so nice. You don't have to be afraid of anybody. You don't have to struggle, oh, yeah, I'm good or bad, or am I thinking good way or bad, or, I have a good desire or bad, or selfish or not, this kind of thing, right? The free from those, right? Then just completely free. Then be always naturally be with God, you know. Then just like the enjoy a life, happy life, right? That doesn't mean like the kingdom of heaven has no competition or no struggle or so boring or I don't need to talk about this one. That's an exciting world. Okay, if you are completely free, that's exciting, exciting. You know, so that's you have a full of desire. From your heart, and the desire comes up. Every morning. Then you are excited to have the new morning. Some of you are not, right? Some of you are not happy in the morning. Oh my God, another day. You know, that's kind of feeling. Another day. Ah, then start the day. No, so that's ridiculous. I mean, we are not supposed to be like that, right? I mean, that's every day. So we have a lots of desire to serve people, make people happy. A lot of different ideas. That's exciting, right? The free. Anyway, I love freedom. By the way, the Marx also seek their freedom. That's a main theme of the Marx freedom. And they went to the wrong way. So, but we have a right way. God, with God, then we can be free, right? Don't, no, don't you want to be free? Really? Don't you want to be like that? No. So, don't be like those Israelites who wanted to eat their cucumber, uh, and the cucumber and garlic. In Egypt, being slave is okay. You know, this society, free sex society, that's somebody may have some attachment to this foreign world, right? Foreign world exercise, foreign world culture, that you may don't want to leave from there. But just think and pray, how wonderful that is if we are really become true myself. I know one guy. So he was witnessed by our members in the band, and so he left. And so last word he said to me, I can't quit smoke, can't quit smoking. I understand the struggling because I struggled for like a 6 months or so, to quit. So he loves smoking, then then we are kind of encouraging him. Oh, you can do it. You can quit. Don't smoke in the pop center, you know. That's what he said. So he chose, he chose the smoking. That's what he abandoned the life of faith. He abandoned the God. He abandoned the time being the true Son of God, true Himself. You know, that's sad. That's sad, right? I mean, but we could be like in the between. Okay, I love God, but I love the another things too. If I can have both, right? I'm a holding hand of God and true parents in the right hand. In the left hand, secretly you have your devil as your friend, secret friend, right? And you don't want to let it go. You don't want to let this friend go, you know. So having both might be a good idea, for a while. You know what I mean? I don't know if you are like that, but I know that kind of feel. I don't want to let it go. I don't want to be just only this side with God. With Satan, sometimes be with Satan, sometimes being, have a fun with the devil. That might be a good idea. You know what I mean? Okay. So I don't know where you are, but I really hope, you know, that that's elephant. Look, if he has a desire, if he knows this is not the ideal situation, he should be free. If I should be free, if he has that kind of idea, if he got it, if he has a desire to be free, he can break the chain. He can break the chain, right? You can break the chain. I can break the chain if we want to. It's not like a simple thing, but if we really want to, you can do it, right? God exists. We have true parents. Why not? Because we believe that's why you are here, right? Because you believe that's why I'm here. If I don't believe it, then why I'm here? If you don't believe that, then why you are here? So you believe, you have a faith. Okay, so you know God, right? So you can do it if you want to. Then so you can do it. We can break the chain. You know, just have the passionate for that. The desire to achieve it. I want to be free. So I think just like that. If you keep that kind of desire, I think you can make it. How can you strengthen your faith? This is a series of maybe some. Okay, the 3 or 4 things. Go to the church more. Prayer. Okay, so this is my realization last few weeks, maybe few months after we start praying in the church. I found out I can pray. See, it's amazing discovery. I can pray. Oh my God. For my life, 40 years in the Unification Church, right? I really did not believe I can really pray. I usually hated praying. Then how can you be the lecturer? How can you be the pastor? All right, I'm be honest. I don't know. I don't want to become a pastor. But then some God put me a pastor, then I have to pray, pray sincerely. Then I don't know how can be a sincere. That's I started from the bottom, maybe similar to Reverend Jackson. I don't know if I was that much bad or not, but Reverend Jackson messed up, right? He was a messed up boy, I was almost a messed up boy, And I started from the bottom, step by step coming up, and to find out eventually now I can pray. Then I can talk to God. This is amazing discovery. It's amazing. Then I found out, oh, actually, maybe I did not believe I can make it. I'm saying, because I have to teach the principle, I say you can make it. You can make it. I say that, right? You can make it. Did I really believe? I found out. I really did not believe that for a long time. It's amazing, huh? How horrible story this story. Horrible story, right? But this is a new discovery at the atonement. Amazing. I can pray. This is amazing. Thank you very much. I really feel God is blessing me. All right. Okay. So praying important. Then study the principle. And this is another story. You know that what can I do today? You have to think. Okay. So you have to think. Then what is the will of God? You have to think. You have to study. You have to just seek, study, pray, think, and you decide what to do. Right. When you think, you pray, you need the word, you need the God, you need the principle, especially principle of creation. What is God's desire? How do you know if God didn't say the word? But you know the principle. And so you can pray about it, right? Then that's how you decide what to do. That's why, divine principle or word, truth is needed. We all need prayer, we need the truth, right? Then we need the tithe and suddenly tithe. But you look, then what is a Satan's weapon? Satan's weapon is that basically the most, that's and many, many weapons, but all things is the one of them, right? All things, money, external, the material things, then the Satan use that to dominate people. We want to be free from that. Yeah, that's why donation is some kind of deep meaning. I'm just like listening, and participate, living for the sake of others, live for the sake of others. These kind of things. Yeah, each thing has a lot of things to say, but those things are the reflect yourself, reflect yourself, and let's live the healthy life of faith. Yeah? And keep the faith in God. I can make it. I want to be free. I'm gonna break the chain and be free with God. Amen. Amen. All right. Thank you very much. Join me in prayer.
Amen.
Heavenly Parent, thank you for this wonderful day. Heavenly Parents, so we are so grateful that you exist and you are reaching out to us. And we have two parents, two father, two mother, and that as our model, as the true representative of God, Heavenly Parents, we clearly know that as your child, we can become your true son, true daughter, Heavenly Parents. And as your son and daughter, we can live that kind of life. Heavenly Parents, nothing to do with Satan, nothing to do with devil. Heavenly Parents, we can create such a community and the world, God's kingdom. Everybody feels free and joy and happiness and live for the sake of others everywhere. That kind of peaceful, joyful world is coming. Heavenly Parents, we really want to believe it. Then we want to be a part of it. Then that more than anything else, I want to be such a son and daughter of God. You, Heavenly Parents. Thank you so much for today. Please guide and protect each one of the brothers and sisters. Together with their prayer, I report this in the name of the Sakai, the Center of Power. Jew. Thank you.